Hey students, how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing fantastic, and I just want to take an opportunity to congratulate all of you for making it through the semester. You've done so fantastic. You've done such a good job. This is sadly the last video I have for you guys. I'm really sad about it actually. But I just want to encourage you in these last couple weeks to just stay strong. You guys can do it and make it through. But before we say our final farewells, we're going to go through the male reproductive system together. So if you want to go to page 181 with me, we're just going to go through that list. And again, kind of similar to what I said in the female repro video, if I skip some things, it's just because they're not visible on this model, and you have to come into lab and look at those on the body. So, all right, so we'll just get started together. Let me get this adjusted so you can see everything. All right, hopefully. Okay, so here we go. The first thing we're going to go through is the urinary bladder, and that's this big structure right here. So this whole guy right here is the urinary bladder. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the prostate gland, which is this little dark purple gland right here. So that's the prostate gland right there. And then we have the scrotum, which is this covering outside of the testes, the outermost covering right here. So that's the scrotum. And then we have our testes, which are right here. So are the testes. And then we have our tunica albuginea, and that's kind of tough to see on this model, but I'm going to put the paper clip right on it. You'll see there's kind of another layer covering the testes right here. That's the tunica albuginea. And see, then we have our scrotum outside of that, so it's kind of like another innermost layer. So that's the tunica albuginea. Okay, so now we have our epididymis, which is this yellow structure right here. So that's the epididymis right here, epididymis. Okay, then we have our ductus deferens, which we can't really distinguish where it is, but it's inside this area. So that's the ductus deferens. It goes up from the epididymis, but we can also see it right here. So that is the ductus deferens right there too. Let's see if I can point to it a little better. So that's the ductus deferens right there, coming into there. So I'm going to turn the page. Then we have our ejaculatory duct, which is kind of hard to see. It's inside the prostate, and it's this little guy right there. So that's the ejaculatory duct. And now we're going to talk about the urethra. There's 3 different parts of the urethra. First we have our prostatic urethra, which is the space right here going through the prostate from the urinary bladder. So that's the prostatic urethra. And then we have our membranous urethra, which you can't really see, but it's the part that goes through this portion of muscle right here. So that's the membranous urethra. So it would be kind of like almost going into that space if it were to continue. So then we have our penile urethra, which is the part of urethra that's in the penis. So we'll just follow that along right there. So that's the penile urethra. And then there's the external urethral orifice, which is the part of the urethra that opens up into the external environment. So now we're going to talk about the penis. So that's right here. So first we have our corpora cavernosa, which on this model is this almost striped portion here. So this is the corpora cavernosa, and the corpora spongiosum is kind of the darker purpley color stuff. So I'm going to follow it here. So that's all spongiosum. It also makes up the glans penis, which is the end of the penis. So that's corpora spongiosum. So all of this dark purple area right here is corpora spongiosum. Right there. Okay, and that's everything you need to know. So, guys, I've had a phenomenal time being your TA. I just adore all of you, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your year and a wonderful rest of your semester. So good luck, guys. You'll do great.